Do you know what are the 14 essential foods every prepper should have in their pantry from Costco? Welcome, fellow resilience builders. Today, we're journeying into the world of long-lasting, versatile, and foundational foods. In this video, we'll be delving into 14 Costco gems that are indispensable to any prepper's pantry. These items aren't just about filling your belly. They're about preserving food, adding flavor, and providing nutritional sustenance during emergencies. Are you ready to delve into the 14 essential Costco foods to stock your prepper pantry? Let's get started. First on our list is honey, a golden nectar that not only sweetens your meals but also touts a myriad of uses in a prepper's pantry. The secret to honey's long shelf life is its low moisture content and acidic pH, both of which create an inhospitable environment for bacteria and other microorganisms. This natural preservative property makes honey practically immortal, with well-sealed jars lasting for centuries if not millennia. But don't let its sweetness fool you. Honey is more than just a sugar substitute. Its antimicrobial properties make it perfect for wound care, providing a natural barrier against infection. So in a pinch, honey can double as a survival tool. Now let's shift our focus to white rice. It's a staple food for more than half the world's population, and for a good reason. This simple grain is easy to store, long-lasting, and versatile. When stored properly, white rice can last indefinitely, making it a must-have for any prepper pantry. Every grain packed with energy, white rice serves as a filling base for meals, ensuring that even in emergencies, you won't go hungry. Beyond its nutritional value, white rice also has a few survival tricks up its sleeve. It can be used as a desiccant to keep other foods dry and fresh. Just a handful of grains in a salt shaker or spice jar can absorb excess moisture and prevent clumping. So, whether you're sweetening a cup of tea with honey or filling bellies with a pot of white rice, these two pantry heroes offer more than just sustenance. They provide a sense of comfort and normalcy in uncertain times, proving their worth beyond their nutritional value. Both honey and white rice are essential staples in a prepper's pantry. They stand the test of time while offering versatility in their uses. So next time you're at Costco, make sure these two make it into your cart and eventually your prepper pantry. Moving on to the third essential food item, dried spices. Dried spices and herbs are like the secret agents of your prepper pantry. They may not be the star of the show, but they're the hidden heroes that add a world of flavor to your meals. And let's face it, when you're relying on long-lasting foods like rice and beans, a sprinkle of dried basil or a dash of chili powder can make all the difference. Now you might be thinking, but don't spices lose their potency over time? And you'd be right. However, even when their flavor diminishes, they still offer more taste than a meal without them. Plus, many spices and herbs have medicinal properties, making them multi-purpose powerhouses in your pantry. Next up, we have popcorn kernels. Yes, you heard right. Popcorn isn't just for movie nights. It's an excellent source of fiber. And it's a whole grain, making it a healthy snack option. More importantly, popcorn kernels have a remarkable shelf life. Stored in airtight containers in a cool, dark place, these little guys can last indefinitely. But the magic of popcorn kernels doesn't stop at snacking. Did you know you can grind popcorn into cornmeal? That's right. With a simple grain mill or even a good coffee grinder, you can turn popcorn into a versatile ingredient for making cornbread, polenta, or grits. Talk about getting bang for your buck. And here's one more thing to pop into your thought kernel. Popcorn can also serve as a morale booster. In challenging times, the simple act of popping corn and the familiar, comforting aroma it releases can provide a sense of normalcy and a moment of enjoyment. So, let's recap. Dried spices and herbs are your flavor heroes, adding taste and variety to your meals, while popcorn kernels offer a long-lasting, versatile, and morale-boosting food option. Dried spices and popcorn kernels are not just about flavor, they're about survival. Next up, we have sugar. Sugar is more than just a sweetener. It's an essential element in the prepper pantry due to its indefinite shelf life. You heard that right. Sugar never spoils, making it a reliable resource for long-term storage. Sugar is a versatile ingredient that can be used in a variety of recipes like baking, cooking, and even preserving other foods. It can also be used in homemade remedies and treatments. For instance, a sugar and water solution can serve as an energy booster during times of fatigue or illness. And let's not forget about the morale-boosting aspect of sugar. In stressful situations, having the ability to sweeten a cup of tea or whip up a simple dessert can make a world of difference. Now let's move on to a rather interesting addition to your prepper pantry, hard liquor. Now, before you raise your eyebrows, let's clarify that hard liquor is not just for making a toast to the end of the world. Firstly, hard liquor has an extremely long shelf life, especially when unopened. Spirits like vodka, rum, and whiskey can last indefinitely, making them perfect for long-term storage. Secondly, hard liquor can serve multiple practical purposes in a survival scenario. It can be used as an antiseptic for cleaning wounds or sanitizing tools, and it can also be used as a fuel source in some situations. And yes, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Hard liquor can indeed serve as a morale booster. In times of stress and uncertainty, having a little tipple can help to lift spirits and ease tensions. But remember, moderation is key, as excessive consumption can lead to dehydration and impaired judgment. So there you have it. Sugar and hard liquor are versatile essentials that every prepper should have. Not only do they offer a variety of practical uses, but they also provide a touch of comfort and normalcy in otherwise challenging circumstances. Coming up next is soy sauce. This condiment is not just for your favorite Asian dishes. Soy sauce is a flavor powerhouse that can add a dash of umami to any meal. It's made from fermented soybeans, salt, and water, and can last a long time when stored properly. Soy sauce's high salt content acts as a natural preservative, giving it a shelf life of up to 30 years unopened. Once opened, it can last up to 2 years in the pantry, and even longer if refrigerated. But let's not forget about its versatility. Soy sauce can be used as a marinade, a dipping sauce, a stir-fry ingredient, or even to add depth of flavor to stews and soups. It's a fantastic way to enhance the taste of your dishes, whether you're in an emergency situation or just cooking up a regular Tuesday night dinner. Moving on, let's talk about pure vanilla extract. This is not just for your favorite baked goods. Pure vanilla extract is a must-have for any prepper pantry. It's made from vanilla beans soaked in alcohol and water, which gives it an indefinite shelf life. That's right, it never spoils. But remember, it's important to store it in a cool, dark place to maintain its flavor. Pure vanilla extract is a versatile ingredient that can be used in a variety of dishes. It can add a hint of sweetness to your bread, cookies, and cakes, but it doesn't stop at desserts. It can also be used to enhance the flavor of your savory dishes. A dash in your tomato sauce or chili can add a subtle depth of flavor that can transform your meals. So, there you have it. Soy sauce and pure vanilla extract are great for adding flavor and versatility to your pantry. Their long shelf lives and diverse uses make them essentials to stock up on. So next time you're at Costco, don't forget to add these to your shopping cart. They are not just condiments or flavorings, they are survival tools in their own right. Salt is another essential food item. This humble, unassuming mineral is a true workhorse in the kitchen and beyond. In its raw form, salt can be stored indefinitely. It's resistant to microbial growth thanks to its dehydrating properties. This ability to draw out moisture makes salt a critical ally in food preservation. From curing meats to pickling vegetables, salt extends the shelf life of foods that would otherwise spoil. But the uses of salt stretch far beyond the culinary world. In a pinch, it can be used for cleaning, as its abrasive nature can help scrub away grime. It can also be used as a toothpaste substitute, a sore throat remedy, or even as a fire extinguisher. Plus, if you're in a coastal area, you can use salt to desalinate seawater, turning an undrinkable source into a life-saving one. So when you're building your prepper pantry, don't skimp on the salt. It's more than just a flavor enhancer. It's a versatile survival tool that deserves a prominent place in your stockpile. Next, let's talk about another pantry staple, white vinegar. Like salt, white vinegar has an indefinite shelf life, making it an ideal item to include in your prepper pantry. It's also incredibly versatile. In the kitchen, it's not only used for cooking, but is also an excellent non-toxic cleaning agent. It can clean everything from kitchen surfaces to laundry, and it's even effective in keeping pests at bay. In a survival situation, white vinegar can be used as a disinfectant, helping to keep your living space sanitary when other cleaning products may not be available. It can also be used as a food preservative, particularly for pickling, and as a flavor enhancer, adding a tangy zing to your meals. Salt and white vinegar are more than just cooking ingredients, they're survival tools. As you stock your pantry, remember the importance of these seemingly simple items. In the world of prepping, it's often the most basic things that can make the biggest difference. Next, we have dried pasta. A staple in many households, dried pasta's shelf life and versatility make it a must-have in your prepper pantry. It's easy to store, and with a typical shelf life of 1 to 2 years, it provides a reliable source of carbohydrates, which are essential for energy. But here's the kicker. If stored properly in a cool, dry place, and especially if vacuum sealed, your pasta can last even longer, up to a decade or more. It's perfect for a plethora of hearty meals, from spaghetti bolognese to macaroni and cheese, which can bring a sense of comfort and normalcy in emergency situations. Now, let's move on to another pantry powerhouse: powdered milk. This is not just a dairy substitute when fresh milk isn't available. It's a versatile ingredient with a considerably long shelf life that can be used for a variety of purposes. Typically, unopened powdered milk can last up to 18 months. However, if stored correctly in a cool, dry location, it can last many years beyond its best-by date. Powdered milk is excellent for cooking and baking, think pancakes or bread, and can also be used to make smoothies or reconstituted to drink as is. Moreover, it's a good source of essential nutrients such as calcium, protein, and vitamins A and D, which are crucial for maintaining good health, especially in survival situations. So, when you're stocking up your pantry, don't overlook these two items. Dried pasta's long shelf life, ease of storage, and versatility in cooking make it a practical choice, and powdered milk, with its extended shelf life and wide range of uses, can ensure you have access to essential nutrients when fresh dairy isn't an option. Dried pasta and powdered milk are perfect for hearty meals in emergency situations. And remember, a well-stocked pantry is not just about having resources, it's about having the right resources, and these two definitely fit the bill. Last but not least, we have dried beans. These tiny protein powerhouses are a must-have for any prepper pantry. They're easy to store, take up little space, and are incredibly versatile. Dried beans can be used in a myriad of dishes, from hearty stews to filling salads, and the best part, they can last for years if stored properly. All you need to do is keep them in a cool, dry place away from light and moisture. But dried beans aren't just about convenience and longevity. They are also an excellent source of protein, fiber, and essential minerals like iron and magnesium. In a survival situation where fresh meat may be scarce, dried beans can provide the much-needed protein to keep you going. Now let's move on to something a bit more comforting: cocoa powder. This might not seem like an essential item for a prepper pantry, but hear me out. In times of stress and uncertainty, a warm cup of hot chocolate can do wonders for your morale. And that's where cocoa powder comes in. Just like dried beans, cocoa powder has a long shelf life, especially when stored correctly. It needs to be kept in a cool, dark place, preferably in an airtight container to prevent it from absorbing moisture and odors. But cocoa powder isn't just for making hot chocolate. It can be used in a variety of baked goods, from brownies to cookies, adding a touch of sweetness and comfort to your diet. Plus, it's packed with antioxidants and can provide a quick energy boost when needed. In a nutshell, dried beans and cocoa powder might seem like polar opposites, one being a basic, nutritious staple, and the other a comforting indulgence. But both are essential in their own right, providing the sustenance and comfort every prepper needs in their pantry. Dried beans and cocoa powder are high in protein and comfort, two things every prepper needs. That concludes our list of 14 essential foods from Costco for your prepper pantry. Remember, these items not only ensure longevity and versatility in your food storage, but also provide foundational nutritional value for any survival scenario. The key to successful prepping is not just about collecting resources, but also knowing how to utilize them effectively. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow preppers.